All right, so why did these mix in that way? We had hot water on the bottom, hot on the bottom, cold on the top. And as we know, when we put energy into substance, the particles move around more. They move around. So energy, hotter temperature means more energy. The energy is moving around. And as it moves around, it gets bigger. It expands a little bit. So it's going to take up a little more space. And the more space it takes up, the lower the density. So it's the same amount of particles, so it's the same mass, but it's taking up more space, which means it's a greater volume, which means density is mass divided by volume. You're dividing by a bigger number. You're splitting it into more groups if you're thinking division that way. So that means that the density will become less. And we know that the lower the density, the higher things are. Whereas the cold water would have a lower density because they're taking up less space because of less particles, or not less particles, less space that those particles are taking up. And so they're denser, which means they would move down. The less dense something is, it moves up, and more dense, it moves down. So what happened? That cold water went down into the hot water and mixed as it went along, and the hot water moved up, and now it's all mixed around, and we have this purple color. That food coloring showed where the hot water and the cold water went.